is Rachel, and this is my TBR challenge update for the month of September. So I tried to explain all of this to you last month. It may be kind of convoluted and confusing, but basically I'm trying to prevent myself from buying a ton of books that I just put on my shelf and never read. And I'm also trying to dwindle down the amount on my TBR list. So the first part of this is to read absolutely at least one book off of my current TBR shelf every month. And I did pretty good this month. I ended up reading 2 books. One of them was a struggle, so I'm happy with 2. I read Overdue by Ricky Tankersley Cusick. I can never say her name. And I also read Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. So I got 2 books off of my TBR that I have officially read. And then the other part of this is to not buy books before I've read the ones I've already bought. Now, this all started in July, so I'm only counting from there. I'm kind of calling this my purchase shelf instead of just my TBR shelf to keep them separate. So at the beginning of this month on my purchase shelf, I still had 4 books that I had bought since July that I had not read. The first one was Brain on Fire. The second one was The Gravefinder. Then I had The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and then Crazy Rich Asians. So I started with The Graveminder. I listened to it on the way to work, and I was not into it. I just didn't care. I don't know if the back was misleading when I read it, when I bought it, or if I just was still wanting to buy books and I didn't pay that close of attention. I don't know. But I wasn't into it, so I decided to just put that in the donate pile. It was gone. I'm not going to read books that I'm not interested in because I have too many books to read that I want to read. So I put that one off. Then I found a copy of The Miseducation of Cameron Post that has a way prettier cover, and it's got this beautiful rainbow edge pages on it. So I decided, since I'm really not even in the mood to read it at all right now, to go ahead and let that book go, rebuy it later when I am in the mood to read it with those beautiful pages. So even though that was hard to let go, I decided, let it go, girl. I bought it in a weak moment at Target, along with Crazy Rich Asians, and I don't think I really wanted to read either of them. I just wanted to buy some books. So I decided to let The Miseducation go, and then I started reading Crazy Rich Asians because I'd heard nothing but good things about it. I was ready for kind of a fun, uplifting book after Devil in the White City. I read about a third of it, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't get why everybody loved it. I just didn't get it. So again, I'm not reading books that I'm not enjoying anymore, so I got rid of that one as well. Gone. That left me down to Brain on Fire, which I read all today. I read the whole thing today, and I really liked it. I'm glad I read it. I feel bad saying I enjoyed it because it's about a girl who was suffering from a horrible illness that put her in it was an epileptic center, a hospital, nearly a psych ward for almost a month. So I hate to say I enjoyed it, but I did. It was so interesting and fascinating. I'm really, really glad that I read it, and it is officially marked off of my TBR. So as of today, I am all caught up with my new books. So when I took all of my books to resell to half-price books today, I ended up picking up 2 books. But there's kind of a catch. So the first one is Pride and Prejudice, which if you've watched my channel before, you know that I've already read. It's my favorite book, and I collect them. So when I saw this cute new cover, I just decided to go ahead and grab it today with some of the money I got back from selling back my books. So I've already read this one. It's going straight in my collection pile. And then next up is also a book that I've already read, and that is Warcross by Marie Lu. They had a signed copy, so I went ahead and grabbed it, especially since I'd already read it. Neither one of these counts against me. I just get to add them to my lovely collection. So at this point, at the very end of September, I am in the clear to buy new books, which is good because we have a middle school book fair going on right now, and I already have 2 or 3 books that I'm eyeing. So I will catch you up next month as to how this month goes with purchasing, because I have the book fair, I have a library conference, and I have like kind of a book expo in Cincinnati going on at the end of the month. So it could be not great. We'll see though. Wish me luck, wish me the strength to withstand all of the book purchases, and I will check back in with you about my TBR challenge next month.